Hi there, I wanted to talk about the series Midnight Mass from Mike Flanagan on Netflix. People might know him from The Haunting of Hill House or Bly Manor or Oculus or the Ouija Origin of Evil films, the most popular things he's done. This is a story set over 7 episodes, each about an hour long. It's a really good series, and I will deal with spoilers in a minute, but just to say it's got a very slow start. The first 2 episodes are slow, and I think a lot of reviews and a lot of people are turned off by those first 2 episodes. But once you get to the end of the second episode, it does pick up pace, and then things happen relatively quickly. There's lots of plot developments, there's lots of character developments, and you get your satisfaction for supernatural things very quickly met, and that continues on through to a big crescendo of an ending. I would say watch it if you're a fan of his work, or if you want something that's intelligent. A lot of people have said, is this critical of Christianity or not? I would say it is not. It's neither pro or con Christianity. It is simply a tool that he uses to hang ideas of fanaticism off, because there is a Christian group on this island where it is set, and that is the source of a number of problems, both natural and supernatural, that beset the people on this rundown fishing community island. I can't say any more without spoiling it, but I would say give it a watch, get through those first 2 episodes, and then if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Now, spoilers. What happens in this is that there's a rundown fishing community on a island. A preacher arrives to replace the old Catholic priest who was there and went on pilgrimage, and we're told that he's ill on the mainland. This guy is sort of invigorated and does some new sermons, and you notice that things are happening that are unexplainable. There seem to be miracles. People are getting healed, backs are better, girl who couldn't walk can now walk, people are looking and feeling younger, and they only seem to be the ones that go to church. Meanwhile, there are animals dying and sinister things in play, dark omens. Turns out that the priest who went away to go on pilgrimage, the old priest, is actually the new priest, but he was bitten by a vampire, drank the vampire's blood when he was in Jerusalem, and became reinvigorated, giving his youth back to his ideal self. And he has been putting his blood in the wine that they use during Mass, and obviously blood of Christ, he's been giving it to people, and they've been feeling the mild effects of that, but they aren't full vampires. Neither is he at that point. The law in this essentially says that you can go drink the vampire blood and walk about in the sun and just feel the effects of the vampire blood, but you're not a full, can't go out in the sun vampire. He has brought with him a full-fledged monster-looking vampire, big wings, looks like a vampire. He thinks it's an angel because when he saw it and he had dementia, he felt that was a sign from God. So he thinks it's an angel sent from God to help him. And there's lots of twisting of religious phraseology. He meets him in a cave just outside Jerusalem, and I think that it's meant to be implied that that cave is where Jesus was buried, and why he was resurrected was because he was bitten by this vampire and resurrected. If the vampire is not Jesus himself, who knows? That's just what I think. It's never actually said outright. You also have the law where once you do die, when you've got the vampire blood in your system, you are then a full vampire. You don't have fangs or anything, but you hunger for blood. You can't go out in the daylight, and you've got enhanced senses. They've never shown that anyone's got super strength or flight or anything like that. I think as you get older, you probably get more things. So that's where the people are in the story, and it all builds to obviously a showdown between people who want to go with the church, people who don't, and you eventually have this nasty lady, Bev, trying to take over things in the church because she's just a bad sort, trying to get everyone fanaticized and basically they shut the island off. Those that want to leave can't, and they start turning everyone into full vampires by doing a cult-like ceremony where everyone drinks poison, so they die and their bodies are reborn as full vampires, and then they just go on a feeding frenzy. But some people don't want this, rebel against it, and ultimately it fails because they burn all the village except for the church, thinking that everyone's going to go to the church, and then when the church burns down, they're stuffed because they haven't got anywhere to hide. The only people that are left are 2 kids, and one of them was a girl who couldn't walk, and she's now got the use of her legs fading because the main vampire you see fly off into the distance, I would assume dies, and therefore because he can't get away in time for sunset, and he's therefore no longer fueling them supernaturally. That's how I understood it anyway. But there may be different interpretations. There were loads of other subplots and character bits going on because it is an ensemble drama, but they're the main sort of spoilery bits of it. I think it was great. It was well worth watching, very satisfying to watch. Perfect length at 7 episodes. You may have been able to cut down those first 2 episodes, but I don't know. I'm not sure if it would have had all the character development it needed for certain points to hit. But yeah, a real fun watch. Let me know what you thought about it, and thanks for watching.